Today we're talking about writing like Ernest Hemingway. Specifically, I'm going to be looking at the AISEO Hemingway Readability Improver. Now this is going to improve your content writing, or at least that is the claim. Let's get started by going to a blog that I just wrote about Brainwork, which is an AI-powered writing assistant. I'm just going to highlight all of this and I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to jump into AISEO Readability Improver and paste the content. I'm going to see that it highlights a bunch of text. The red is very hard, the yellow is hard, the green is passive, and the purple is complex. So that's a complex phrase. So like if I scroll all the way down, overall, what I see here is a lot of red and a lot of yellow. So we need to improve this. So let's scroll down to the bottom. We'll see that we have 4,800 characters, 786 words, and a 12 readability. I'm assuming that's 12th grade. I'm going to click improve and I need to enter a title. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to enter in my title up here, and notice I have 52 credits. That's important because this is going to use some credits. My guess is it's not going to be worth using this tool just because these credits, I've been burning through them this week and I'm really not getting that usable of content off of them. Is this a good deal? I think it's a good deal if you're looking to spend the $19 a month for the unlimited. Not 100% sold otherwise, because in 1 week, I can easily burn through these credits. And while I talk about this, I'm going to go ahead and show you a free alternative. HemingwayApp.com. You can paste in your article, and I'll go ahead and paste my article in, and it's going to do the exact same thing. Now, this is telling me my readability is a grade 7. I have 777 words, and then it's going to highlight the yellows, the reds, and then it's going to use that same thing, passive voice. Complex, overall, that must just be a complex word. Who would have thought? Previously is also complex. Now, I don't want to really change that because that's the way they're using Jasper AI. They're putting that previously Jarvis in there. But if I jump back to AISEO, it is still doing its thing. Now, what the AI is supposed to be doing here is actually improving our readability. So in doing so, if it actually works and makes it sound better, then maybe it's actually worth, saving the time of using a tool like AISEO. Otherwise, I would highly recommend just heading to HemingwayApp.com if you're looking to take advantage of writing with the Hemingway rules. Ernest Hemingway's 4 rules for writing well. Rule number 1. Use short sentences. Short sentences are easier to follow and digest the content, making it easier for the reader to actually understand what you are trying to say. Rule number 2. Use short first paragraphs. Clean, clear, to the point. Don't waste your reader's time. They'll click off. They won't give you the time of day. Keep it succinct. Tell them what they need to know. Rule number 3, use vigorous English. This essentially means know what you're talking about, because if you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to be a bit wishy-washy, and that doesn't accomplish anything positive, which also takes us to rule number 4, be positive, not negative. Essentially, this one is more in the verbiage that you talk. So instead of saying something's inexpensive, say that it's affordable. Use words that have a positive connotation as opposed to words that can be kind of negatively viewed. And if I wanted to edit this up here at the top, I think I just have to shorten it a little bit. So here it says Brainwork is an AI-powered writing assistant that creates SEO-friendly blog posts fast. And notice how now it's no longer hard to read. If I wanted to change this, writing blog posts can be time-consuming and frustrating when you can't think of an idea or get stuck. You see the and or? We probably just need to get rid of one of these. Can be frustrating. And notice how now it's easier to read. So this is how you can go through and you can easily write with the Hemingway type of logic using AI writing. Because this, by the way, this intro, this was written by Niches. Down here at the bottom, this is all me. I need to write in shorter sentences. I'll add a second sentence, and then I used a qualifier, be bold, don't hedge. So instead of saying I believe, that's a bit passive. I need to say this is more than enough for most people. And now the AI SEO is done. Didn't actually change anything, did it? Brainwork is an AI powered. It made this more complex, perhaps. No, it's the same thing. I think this is broken or it's not working. Now the readability here is 11 and the word count is 584, 3,700 characters. So if this is taking my credits, then this feels a bit like, sketch, a bit shady, not necessarily good. And if I want to highlight this, let's actually take what they did and take this into Hemingway. and then we'll wrap the video up. I don't want to waste too much time on this. This looks like it is a waste of time using the AI SEO readability improver. Let's jump into the Hemingway app. I'm going to delete this out, paste it in, and it's actually the exact same. So yeah, it did not change anything. And then inside AISEO, if I go back to the home, it used 20 credits to do that. Better marketing than actual, like that is a scam right there. It's not doing anything and it's taking my credits. Is that not the definition? I don't know. I digress. My name is Scott with AIPROFITz. By the way, this is 100% free if you're on HemingwayApp.com. The desktop app is $20 if you need that. However, I just use the web browser anytime I need to do something like this. Hopefully this video brought you some value. Give it a like if it did, and we'll see you in the next one.